Have you ever been in a situation where someone asks you to explain something, maybe a tricky topic or a concept you just learned? And just as you finish your explanation, they look at you and say, "Okay, but can you explain it like I'm 5?" Suddenly you realize you have to break it down even more. It's a fun challenge, but it's also a real test of how well you understand the idea yourself. When you have to explain something in super simple terms, you can't hide behind big words or complicated details. You have to get to the heart of what's really going on. Let's give it a try together. Let's pick something that seems a bit complicated at first, like, how do airplanes actually fly? It's something we see all the time, but the science behind it is pretty fascinating. Airplanes are able to stay up in the sky thanks to a force called lift. Lift is what keeps the plane from falling, and it's all about how the wings interact with the air. Here's how it works. The wings are shaped in a special way, kind of curved on top and flatter on the bottom. When the airplane moves forward, air flows faster over the top of the wing and slower underneath. This difference in airspeed creates lower pressure on top of the wing and higher pressure underneath. The higher pressure pushes the wing up, and that's what we call lift. The faster the plane goes, the more lift is created, which is why planes need to speed up on the runway before they can take off. That's the secret behind how even massive, heavy airplanes can soar gracefully through the sky instead of just dropping to the ground. It's all about the balance of forces. The engines play a crucial role too. They push the plane forward, giving it the speed it needs. The wings then use that speed to generate lift, turning forward motion into upward force. In flight, there's a constant balancing act between four main forces: lift, gravity, thrust, and drag. Lift pulls the plane up, gravity pulls it down, thrust moves it forward, and drag tries to slow it down. If the lift is stronger than gravity, the plane rises and flies. If gravity is stronger, the plane descends or lands. So if you ever see a plane coming in for a landing, that's gravity finally winning the tug of war, at least for a little while. Now, let's imagine you're 5 years old. How would we explain all of this in a way that makes sense to a kid? Let's make it even simpler, using something you might have done yourself. Picture yourself running outside, holding a big, flat piece of cardboard above your head. Maybe you've tried this before, pretending it's a wing or a superhero cape. As you run faster, you start to feel the cardboard pushing up against your hands. It almost feels like the wind is trying to lift it out of your grip. That's a lot like what happens to airplane wings. The special shape of the wing helps the air push up from below, almost like invisible hands lifting the plane higher and higher. The air moving over and under the wing works together to create that lifting force, just like the wind helps lift your cardboard when you run. And think of the airplane's engines like your legs. The faster you run, the more the cardboard wants to lift. For airplanes, the engines help them go super fast, so the wings can do their job and lift the whole plane. As long as those invisible hands, the lift, are pushing up harder than gravity is pulling down, the airplane stays up in the sky, gliding smoothly through the air. So next time you see a plane flying way above your head, remember, it's kind of like running really fast with a big piece of cardboard, but on a much bigger scale, and with a lot more power. It's science and imagination working together. Being able to explain something in simple words, whether to a child or an adult, is a sign that you really understand it. It means you can see the big picture and the small details, and connect them in a way that makes sense to anyone. If you want to test your own knowledge, try explaining what you know to a 5-year-old. It's a great way to find out if you truly get it, or if you need to learn a bit more. If the child understands and can even explain it back to you, you know you're on the right track. Teaching others, especially kids, is one of the best ways to learn. Thanks for watching. If there's something you've always wondered about, or if you want to see more ideas explained in simple, fun ways, let me know in the comments. I'll do my best to break it down so that everyone, no matter their age, can understand and enjoy learning together.